Hi lads and lasses, it's Neil here. If you haven't seen me before, I teach first aid, that's what I do. And that's what I'm trying to do for all you guys out in YouTube land. Teach you some first aid. Today's topic is nosebleeds. People get nosebleeds, but not everyone knows how to treat them correctly. As a kid I was always having them. I was a bit of a picker, if you know what I mean. I picked at my schnoz so much that I damaged a blood vessel in my nose, which was quite handy when I was trying to get out of certain boring lessons in school. One flick and my nose would start pouring. The old school treatment was to pinch the bridge of the nose, tilt the head back, and I just remember those lovely sensation of blood coursing down the back of my throat. Beautiful, yum black pudding. That's not the way to do it. The first thing we need to do for a nosebleed is pinch the nose. We're just going for the bendy bit. Just the bendy bit there. We're just going to pinch there. If it's somebody else's nose, get them to do it themselves. If they're standing up, or if you're standing up, sit down. Okay, if you sit down, you lower your heart rate, which lowers the blood pressure, which in turn stops the blood escaping as quickly as it normally does. With the nose pinch, the next thing we need to do is get them to tilt their head forwards. That's just going to stop the blood, most of the blood pouring down the back of the throat. After that, we can keep them in this position for a full 10 minutes. Now, a lot of phones have got a little timer or something. We can use that. That'll help us gauge how long it's been. After 10 minutes, the next thing we need to do is slowly release the pressure. Just slowly ease off. We're not going to wipe it, we're not going to pick it, and we're certainly not going to pick out any of those nose slug things, big clots, no. Okay, and we just sit there for a little bit. If it's your own nose, you'll feel a tickling sensation if it's still bleeding. Talk about it with the person that you're treating if it's someone else. And if they do experience that tickling sensation, all we're going to do then is reapply that pressure and get them to hold it for another 10 minutes. After those 10 minutes, we'll do the same thing again, slowly release, don't wipe, don't pick, and see if they can feel blood still coming out of their nose. If it is, then we've got a little bit of a problem. All we're going to do is get them off to higher medical help. Right, we're not going to shove anything up there, we're not going to use tissue, toilet paper, TP. Certainly I've seen some rugby players use lady sanitary products as well. That's a really bad thing. We don't stick anything into anyone in first aid. Okay, so yeah, getting that pressure on, get them back off to get checked out. There are other things that we can do as well which could help the situation. If you've got ice available, you can maybe put some ice just on this area on the side of the neck, right hand side, and that should actually slow down the bleeding as well. Can also help treat it quite nicely. If you haven't got ice, bag of peas, some sort of frozen fruit or veg. Okay, sometimes in a first aid kit you will find an ice pack, one of those chemical pop jobs. You squidge it, place it in the same area, and that should actually help with the bleed as well. It's a very good idea if you're treating someone else to wear some gloves as well. They're readily available in first aid kits. You can probably get them from the pharmacists, chemists, fairly cheap. Always a good thing to have, just in case. All that needs to be said now is thank you for choosing to fly Air Neil Stewart. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button, smash that bell, give us a like, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye, adios, ciao. Nosebleeds! Still looking over there, don't need to do